Hello everyone, welcome back to another 1v1 Warhammer battle. This is going to be Belegar leading the Dwarven faction versus the Beastmen. For my army here, we have a front line of 4 Dwarven warriors, one of which is going to be the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. Behind them we have the Ekron Miners with the blasting charges. We do have the Norgrimlings Ironbreakers. We have a group of the Grumbling Guard, because they're the best. And of course, Belegar, we have 1 Runesmith. Back here, I brought 2 of the Slayers, one of which are the Dragonback, and then 2 Rangers with great weapons. I brought the 2 Dragonback Slayers because against the Beastmen, you can be sure to fight at least Gorbles and a mixture of either Minotaurs, Chaos Spawn, since Morgor is a famous pick now, and any kind of Centaurs or other kind of calves. So I think 2 Slayers are pretty safe pick as Dwarves against Beastmen. The Beastmen player brought in total 4 Razorgore herds. They brought in like 6 Minotaurs. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 Minotaurs with great weapons, 1 normal Minotaur. I thought they brought in another one. Okay, and then 1 normal Minotaur. Then we also have Morgor, the Shadowgrave, and then a Braze Shaman of Beasts. I have not seen a build like this in quite some time. And I was like, oh shit. That's a lot of monstrous creatures. Good thing I at least brought 2 Dragonback Slayers, or, well, 2 Slayer groups. So I am immediately going to try and protect at least one of my flanks by putting my army up against this terrain piece right here. I'm going to get our Slayers in the back along with our Ekron Miners. I'm going to try and get our Rangers in the middle because I'm going to need them and their very high firepower of their throwing axes to bring down these Minotaurs because, good God, there are a lot of Minotaurs. And then, of course, the Razorgore herds here. A lot of Razorgore herds. So these 2 are going to be pulling back over here, and then this group's coming back around here. So they're trying to surround my army. I'm okay with that. At least we have 1 protected flank right here because of the giant, whatever the heck this is, this hill. I'm going to move our Norgrimling Ironbreakers up a little bit so they can start throwing some charges at the Minotaurs because they want to stay here until the rest of their army is in position to charge. I'm like, well, forget that. I'm going to be aggressive here. So we're going to throw some sapphire charges. These 2 are going to go start throwing their stuff over here. We get hit with the Flock of Doom, so I'm just going to move my units away from the Grumbling Guard so they're the only ones that are going to be affected by that. There's no reason to just sit there and take it all, although I guess I do still take a little bit of the Dwarf Warriors. Anyway, the Minotaurs in the front line are going to charge. I'm going to pull back our Rangers right there because the Minotaur is a little too close, and that's when the rest of the force is going to start charging in. We got Razorgore, Minotaur, Razorgore, all going to be hitting my lines at once. It's a lot of forces to take in at once, but we have Ekron Miners here. We have a group of Slayers being pulled up to the front to try and fight off 2 of these Minotaurs. Belegar and the Runesmith are going up the middle to fight these Minotaurs. Belegar is a pretty strong combatant. I don't think he's really terrible. Maybe slightly overpriced, maybe, but he's pretty strong. Anyway, over here we have the Dragonback Slayers dealing with the Razorgore herd. We have Dwarven Warriors who are being outclassed by Razorgore herds and Minotaurs. These Dwarf Warriors just got destroyed. I'm trying to run our Rangers away from these Razorgores and any Minotaur that gets close because I really need them to throw their axes to try and kill some of these Minotaurs, of which we have killed already basically 2 groups due to focusing fire of the Rangers and the damage dealt by my front line. You can see another Flock of Doom, so I'm going to try and get this unit away from everybody else. I'm going to try and pull our Grumbling Guard this way. There's a lot of microing right here, trying to get everybody away from Flock of Doom. And Belegar is now on Morgor, the Shadowgrave, along with the Runesmith. The way to kill Morgor is mostly in melee with non-magical damage. So, like, Belegar and these guys can do pretty well against them. That's not really a fight that Morgor wants to be in right now. But in the meantime, I've also been casting the Rune of Wrath and Rune on the Minotaur groups because there's really not much else to cast them on. And you can see my Dwarf line has taken a beating, but still has the Minotaurs at this point. But my Rangers have been basically free to fire until these Chaos Spawners come on top of them, so I'm going to try and move them again. I'm going to run Interception, I think, either with these Miners or the Grumbling Guard, I think, on these Chaos Spawn. I'm going to try and pull our Rangers out. I'm just continually trying to move them out because my enemy is trying to tie them down with Minotaurs or whatever they can get their hands on with them. There goes some more protective spells, I think, from... Oh, no, that's not the Flock of Doom. Sorry. I've been casting protective spells with the Runesmith as well. Right there, we were chasing the Braze Shaman with Belegar because he doesn't give an F. And now we are starting, since we are routing their leadership, we are starting to route the rest of these Minotaurs and the Razorgore herds. And again, our Rangers are now freed up to continue their assault with the throwing axes. Then they just do massive amount of damage to anything, really, because they are brutal. Very, very brutal. And this is going to be a quick... What the hell happened over here? I lost track of what is this, a Dwarf Warrior unit? Oh, it was my Slayer group. Oh my God, they were chasing... I should have put on guard mode. Wow, I didn't even notice that in the battle that one of my Slayers were way off in the distance because everything was so fast, trying to micro people out of Flock of Dooms and trying to keep my Rangers away from all of the Minotaurs and Razorgores. Holy shit, my Slayer group just, they went the distance, man. They really wanted those boars or those Razorgores dead. So yeah, I just want to show this one is a very quick one, obviously, because I have not seen an army build like this in just a very long time. And I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's fight against some monstrous creatures. So good game to Aragorn. We have 72 kills in this Minotaur. They wrecked my Dwarven warrior group. Some okay kills across the board here, but the thing is, we just had a lot of focusing fire with the Rangers with great weapons. We had some holding power with the Norgrimling's Ironbreakers, the Runesmith, the Slayers obviously do a lot of damage, although one of them just ran off the field, basically, which... You know, I was actually microing a lot in this battle, microing units back and forth, but I guess I missed that Slayer group running away. That's fine, I guess. So not really a high amount of kills here, but you can see that the Dragonback Slayers did eke out 19 kills. These guys got 18 to be expected. They are the anti-large. They are perfect for killing Minotaurs and, yeah, even Razorgore hurts because they're not really that heavily armored. So against the Beastmen, I usually always bring 2 Slayer groups because... you're going to fight some kind of large creatures. It's just kind of like part of the build to bring against them. And I kind of got lucky that my opponent devoted so much into the Minotaurs in this particular battle. So the Slayers had a field day with that. So yeah, besides that, not really impressive kills anywhere else. I was going to bring a Flame Cannon and the Scolder Guard and try to like steam and fire the Gore herds and like ungores herds of like a normal traditional army. Good thing I did not bring those, because that would have been basically just a waste of like 2,500 gold or something like that. But again, in any case, good game again to Aragorn. I know it's a very quick one, but let's see a cinematic view of them. Don't just stand in there. Come on, fight! Get him, Slayers! Although I did leave the backs of my Rangers totally open to these Razorgores when I did that. That was a mistake. The thing is about Minotaurs, they are very strong offensively, but defensively, like, they have really low armor. Their melee defense is not all that great, so I don't know if an all-Minotaur army can work in a lot of cases. I think you'd have to micro them a lot more, pulling them out of combat and reissuing charge orders, and I don't know, maybe it could work. In fact, I think I've done that before. I think I have done an all-Minotaur army, but that was in a 2v2. They are still very cool, though. Ooh! I don't think that dwarf's getting up. Damn, I think Morgur's already running away. I didn't even get to see his fight. This is a very quick fight. I mean, most battles, I think, last about 5 minutes on average in Total War, but I think this is like, what, 3? Those Chaos Spawn are on fire. That thing is just on fire. You know, I didn't think about the synergy between Dragonback Slayers, hold on, and like Miners. Because the Dragonback Slayers do give somebody flammable. So it lowers their flame resistance and also their speed, which is excellent. But then, like, the Ekron Miners, their satchel charges are fire attacks, technically. As are the Norgrimling's Ironbreakers. I never thought about it that way. I usually pair the Dragonback Slayers with, like, the Warriors Dragonfire Pass because they do fire damage. You know, like, Flame Cannon and Iron Drakes, those do too. But I didn't think about satchel charges. Anyway, just random thought. These throwing axes, man, are just the best. So good. I love the Rangers. That reminds me, I meant to use the Bugman's Rangers in this battle. Damn it. I've been meaning to use them more. And then I forgot to put him in here because my love for rangers with great weapons is just so strong. Oh man. Oh well, maybe next time we play dwarves. Also, another dwarf army that I want to do, that I planned on this video this composition was a Vanguard build with a bunch of miners, iron breakers, and gyrocopters. But a Vanguard build against a Beastman army doesn't make sense because the Beastmen are going to charge you in most cases because they are a rush down faction. So just closing the distance with a Vanguard build of miners against a bunch of Beastmen, that didn't make sense. I was like, I'll try it against probably like an Empire player, maybe another Dwarf player, something like that. I think a Vanguard army makes more sense because they may sit back and try to rely on their artillery. But anyway, thanks for watching this very quick battle, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the Monster Mash. It was a Beastman smash. Take care, everybody.